Good evening. Today I authorized 2 operations in Iraq. Targeted airstrikes to protect our American personnel and a humanitarian effort to help save thousands of Iraqi civilians who are trapped on a mountain without food and water and facing almost certain death.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
From Scripture we learn of the miracle of restoration. You who have made me see many troubles and calamities will revive me again. From the depths of the earth you will bring me up again. You will increase my greatness and comfort me again.
The Vatican, in a rare move, says that it will support the use of airstrikes against ISIS militants, and that breaks a long-standing position of disapproving war. They released this statement: military action might be necessary, and, quote, intervention now, before it is too late. Joining me now is Francis Campbell, former British ambassador to the Vatican. Sir, welcome. Good to have you with us tonight.
Thank you, Martha.
How significant is this move and this statement by the Vatican?
Martha, it's a very significant development. As you know, the Vatican and the late Pope John Paul II was firmly against the war in Iraq in 2003. This is a very significant development, but it's in line with basic Catholic teaching that in order to preserve peace and justice, force may well have to be used. And the words coming out of the Vatican over the last 48 hours are indeed very serious. A letter from Pope Francis to the UN Secretary General, asking the UN Secretary General and the international community to use all the mechanisms in international law at the UN's disposal to actually help avert this crisis, to help tackle it. And that includes perhaps a Chapter 7 operation, which would be peace enforcement, not peacekeeping, but peace enforcement.
What does that mean,
the
Chapter 7 agreement?
Yes, that is correct. But what has gone on here, and what I think is alarming to the Vatican and indeed to a lot of Christians and a lot of people worldwide, is why this situation has been allowed to reach this stage. ISIS went into Mosul 2 months ago. On the 18th of July, they issued an ultimatum to Christians on the 18th of July to either pay a tax, convert, or to face the sword. So we do have a crisis at the moment on a mountain, but we also have ISIS currently in control of major towns in northern Iraq, yes, where there were, or indeed perhaps are, significant religious minorities, including Christians.
And what are the other things that I'm sorry, I just want to ask you this question. You know, in terms of Muslims, there's a call from the Vatican to moderate Muslims to rise up against this group as well. Is there not?
That is correct. The Vatican's Interfaith Department issued a statement 2 days ago, basically calling on people, in particular Muslim leaders, to show unity and to step forward and to condemn this in really unambiguous terms. And I think that is essential to actually show that interfaith dialogue is alive and well, that ISIS, numbering perhaps 15,000 to 16,000 fighters, some of them coming from Europe, that they do not represent Islam, they do not represent dialogue between religions, and they need to be roundly condemned by all religious leaders, and that's what the Vatican is looking for.
Francis Campbell, thank you very much.